Good morning. It is day 25 out of 30 of doing 333 push-ups every single day for 30 days to get to 10,000 push-ups. Wow, that sounds a bit too harsh. We are currently at the Airbnb that we stayed last night, and unfortunately I wanted to use this deck to obviously do some push-ups, my first session. However, we've kind of run out of time, and I just think that there might be people coming in, and I thought, let's just clean up, make sure everything's tidy and neat for the next people to come, and we'll drive home. It's about an hour's drive from Cape Town, and I'll do my first session there. But what a lovely way to start the morning. Alrighty, we are back home. Not the best of days, to be honest. I was hoping that, even though that side it was quite nice, I told you the closer you come to the southern suburbs, I guess the clouds get caught in the mountain, Table Mountain, and then we just get this overcast weather. But it has been, it is literally winter. Like, it's on the doorstep. So I guess it's understandable. But let's start with the push-ups. It's not going to be the nice scenery we had yesterday, but still pretty good. Let's get our 4 sets done, shall we? $33. I decided to do, yesterday I did 5 sets, right, in a row. Or the day before, it was yesterday. I did 5 sets, and then we did 5 sets on the deck. So basically we split up the 10 sets that I normally do into 2 sessions. But, it was a bit of a stretch. I enjoy just giving myself a little bit more time between the two, So we're gonna stick with 4, 3, 3 up until the end. I think the last day I will just get a really nice spot and I'll smash all 10. And we have a little bit of a nostalgic storytelling while I rest, and we just have a nice chat, almost like a podcast, but not really. I was thinking of plugging my mic in so that we can actually sit and have a little, like say, my half podcast while we do the last set. So I think day 30 will be a really good one, an entertaining, informative, educational, because I'll be speaking about everything. Obviously before and afters will be shown, all that stuff. So yeah, let's go. E3, yet another one. Let's see how the pump looks. Like I see, yesterday the pump kind of looked pretty good, I must say, in the light of, with the sun coming through over the mountain there. But this is not bad. I'm quite looking forward to obviously not doing this and then taking videos in the gym again and showing the pump after a chest day, because I feel like that's where the blood really comes in. Yeah, push-ups are cool, it gets the blood flowing, but it doesn't come near a proper weight training chest pump. It just doesn't. Well, at least for me it doesn't. I'm also gonna, this week coming up, getting new tattoos, because they were supposed to do the ones here at the back of the ankle and on the calf here, but we didn't get time, so I'm sure she'll be able to finish that, and then I have one more session left with her, I think, potentially. Well, I say potentially as in I know one more, but potentially 2. We'll see. It all depends on time, because we basically have a month left before I leave, like 30 days, then it's done, then we leave. So I need to try and do the best and as much as I can with the time that I have. So that's why I'm also going to do the second session of this somewhere else. Whether it rains, which it doesn't look like, it's just massively overcast, but it's not windy. So we'll potentially go and do a little outdoor push-up session. Let's do the third one, shall we? Third one done. Loving it. Loving it. I actually have a few comments lately on it's becoming a theme of people talking about how my push-ups are half sets, or not half sets, half it's half a push-up. But I'm sure if you look at the speeding up of it, or when it's sped up, it does look like it's half, I must say. Even I looked at it because I wanted to analyze and see why are they saying that, So it does look like it when it's, sped up. But if you slow it down, or if you look at the normal ones where it's not, normally in the beginning or the end where I don't speed it up, you can see that I do go all the way down and I go all the way up. Now, am I gonna lie and say it is 100% full? I don't know, but there is potentially a short percentage on the top where I maybe don't stretch it as far as I should, and obviously at the bottom, it's not like my chin touched the ground. So the point of this was not to cheat or to try and get 10,000 by cheating my way to get there. Here it is, here's the results. This is my chest. If you look at day one, surely you can see that there's an improvement. And I'm not here to dupe anyone into believing that I could do this amount of some impossible. Because if that's the other thing, if I was gonna cheat push-ups, right, then I could have made it's like insane and say I'm gonna do 50,000 push-ups in 30 days. Because then I would really just half it, or even have like really silly short spurts and do like 1,000 a day for 10 days, 30 days, with just 30,000 push-ups. That would be a great challenge, right? But this is what I can do, and I do it at the best of my ability. So if you think I'm halving it, that is up to you. I know that I'm doing them proper to a point where my chest feels like it wants to burst out of my skin. So let's do the fourth half set then, according to you, right? Ooh, 33, lovely. That is the pump. That is the chest. The chest actually looks pretty good for all these half little reps. It's pretty cool. Imagine if I actually do full reps. My chest will be sick, right? Anyway, I'm gonna have a little bit of lunch, early lunch actually, and we're gonna see if we can go outside and do some push-ups. Let's go. Alrighty, a little walk here in the Greenbelt trail or walk. Got my tripod, so obviously we're gonna try and find a spot where we can, try and not be in the path. But I always choose the worst spaces where people walk and then I have to rush it or something. So I'm gonna try and maybe go just off the track, and then we do the 99 push-ups. Let's go. Alrighty, found a beautiful spot here on the Greenbelt walk. Just a little off the path, off the beaten track. We're gonna do, well, I say we, but I mean I'm gonna do 3 sets of 33. So let's get started, get that done. Let me take my Birks off. Oh, there we go. Bow. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 33. Easy as pie. Ow! My gosh. What is this?
Stick.
No, it's like little thorns. My golly. I mean, I always thought I was a very solid guy, but not solid enough to keep my bum from being penetrated or pierced. Penetrated maybe not the right word. Pierced by thorns or little sticks. I mean, I didn't even know there was a road up here. Okay, I thought I was way off the beaten track, but I'm right here. Anyway, I think this is going to be a quick one, so let's just get it done, shall we? Whoop. Here we go. Okay, that's another 33, and as per usual, it's a pump check time. It's pump check time. Not too shabby, not too bad. Whew. I mean, I could have rested a little bit more, to be honest. I'm trying to beat my record. I think we're on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I think the quickest I've done 3 sets was 3:40, which is a minute from now. So if I can just equal that, I'd be happy. But there's definitely some improvement in these bad boys. Can make a little drum set. Baba. Yeah. You know what? Again, I'll talk about the whole process on day 30, but I already have some positive feedback, and that is definitely the chest being or shaping. Maybe it's not better or bigger, but even just flexing it, you can see it forms nicely. So anyway, let's do the last one. That is 33, 3 sets done, quite happy. Let's go have some late lunch, possibly early dinner, and then we smash the last set, and then tomorrow, day 26, we smash it. Let's go. You can go now.
I can go now.
Go for it.
Well, how many?
100.
100 push-ups in one go.
Or 23. Or if you could do 25. 25, let's go.
Okay.
25 bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's quite tiring, isn't it?
Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. Come on. It's not about boring. Come on.
Fun. It's not fun.
I'm doing like 300 a day.
Yeah, I do like it. It's not fun.
Get out of the way so I can finish this. Anyway, it is the
I can
evening.
sign for you.
It's 7 p.m. 7:30 actually, and we're gonna do 33 quickly, or 34. 3 sets of 34, and then we're done for the day. Let's go. $34. Alrighty, not too shabby. I think I'm gonna try and get this done as well. Ooh, not too bad. I also made a little decision. I think you can kind of make a choice any day of the year, any day in your life, to become better. Now, I'm doing push-ups every day. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm eating, fairly healthy, I would say. I'm not on a strict diet, I must say. Because I'm focusing on doing push-ups every day, but fairly healthy. I'm doing a lot of good things, but you can always be better. Like there's sometimes you get this feeling inside where you feel like you're underperforming for your own standards. Now some people might say having that high standards and you're too hard on yourself, bullshit, right? That's what I think it is. It's bullshit. Because if you're not hard on yourself, if I wasn't hard on myself, I wouldn't even look the way I do. I wouldn't talk the way I do. I wouldn't know the things that I know. Because I am hard on myself. If I skip reading a book, I get upset. If I had to go through my list and I see there's not enough time, and one of the things that I still had to do this day is maybe read a book for 25 minutes. And I delete it because I know, okay, I can do that tomorrow. I don't have time for that today. There's more important things that I need to finish today. I get upset inside. It hurts because I'm throwing the opportunity away to learn something, to grow, to be better. So if this happens a few times, where there's 1 or 2 things that you don't get to in the day and you fail, technically, yeah, I get upset because I know I can be better. You only have a certain amount of days in a year. You know what I mean? 365. That's all you get in a year. That's all. So if you waste And that's the thing. I obviously track my stuff, but if you don't track it, then you're definitely wasting more than you think you are. You might think, oh no, I read a lot. You know, I read. Well, I go to the gym, you know, a few times a week. I go. But if you don't track it, if you don't actually know how much, you realize how much you skip and how much you actually don't go. How bad you actually eat. You know, if you really go, if you're, like I said, strict and hard on yourself. But because you're not hard on yourself, you fuck around. And then at the end of the year, you're like, oh, fuck, I'm not where I want to be. You know, I'm not this, I'm not that. I don't have this. I really hoped and wished I was going to have more money by this time of my life and bullshit like that. It's your responsibility. No one's gonna give you money. No one's gonna give you a promotion. No one's gonna give you a job. No one's gonna give you biceps and abs and all those type of things. You are going to have to work to get it, and it's not going to take a day. It's going to take a year. It's going to take 2 years. Done. I'm not going to say this cookie cutter stuff where it'll take 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. No, it's going to take you a full year of hard work, and if you can't do it, you will always remain a loser, fat, and probably depressed for the rest of your life. And because you're that way, your children will probably adopt that same mindset. So it's a generational thing. So you're fucking your own kids, you know? So, you know, be a man. Let's go. I also just got off a call with my father, and it was mentioning a rugby game that my nephew played this weekend, and he basically, the weekend before, he had a very bad day, was sick, and he just didn't play that well, and he was basically dropped to the B team or second team for this game. And you know, it's so nice to, because obviously if I had to speak to him, I would have said exactly what I maybe say to you and what he experienced, but he did it himself, which is better. Because I can tell you how to live your life, what the best thing is to do, be disciplined, you know, go through the hardships, you're gonna learn something, you know, stuff like that. I can say and motivate you as much as I want, but you have to experience it by yourself, and the best way to do so is to fail, to break your heart into a million pieces and then fix it yourself. That is the best way to learn. Because what happened is he played second team, but his mindset clearly was, you know what? I want to get back to the first team. This is not where I belong. I'm going to play the best game that I ever did. And he did. Apparently, I didn't watch it unfortunately, but apparently he played one of the best games he ever played. Kicking, running, defense, everything was just like triple, you know? And someone actually sent him a message saying like, well done, like a coach. So basically what I'm saying, I mean, this is just something small. I mean, yes, okay, it'll be significant for him, but I'm talking in life. You know, you have to fail. You have to become obese to eventually decide, fuck it, I need to lose weight. Because if you're just kind of overweight, just a little bit, then you're never going to have that urge to lose weight. So I'm not saying you should get fat to lose weight. I'm saying that most of the time, it's the, how can I say, the edge of something bad to bring you to the good part, you know? Like if you have financial issues, it's going to cost you losing all of your money to realize, holy shit, I'm wasting it on this, and this. I should rather spend it this way, you know? Or stay away from gambling, or staying away from spending it on other stuff. Like you have to learn. If you break your heart, you know, goal leaves you, the only way you're going to learn is by going through that pain and realizing that, you know, nothing is forever in the first place. Everything is just temporary. Something can be long, yes, like a 50-year marriage until someone dies, but the point is it will end the same way life will end, because I think that's the problem. People think they're going to live forever. So if they lose something, they're like, oh, now I'm never going to have that. You're never going to have that anyway, because you're going to die and someone else is going to take that house that you know, long for, the car that's been sold under your nose, or whatever they have, the money you've lost. All of that stuff's going to go back to the soil anyway, to the ground. You're going to die. So Stop hanging on to all this bullshit and just be grateful for the stuff that you have. Spend time with the people you want and spend time with the things that make you happy. If that is recording videos, going to work, helping other people, training in the gym, hiking, whatever the fuck it is, enjoy that, because like I said, nothing is permanent. And if someone leaves you, then that's fine, let them go. You know, mourn over it a little bit and then move on, and there's someone else that's going to give you the same love. I promise you that. Alright, enough guru talk. Last set. $34. That's pump time. There you go. Nice little pumparamas. Looking good, looking jacked. And this is obviously just the start. We'll see how it's gonna end. I'll see you tomorrow for day 26. Cheers.